All right, what's going on, folks? Hope you can hear me okay. I got a new mic, so hopefully it's working. Got it set to where I think it should be. So if it's too loud or not loud enough or something, whatever, let me know. But we're going to go on with it like it's working great. So first one in the house again was Glenn Anderson. My man, he's on the ball right there, ready to go. Debbie Jones wants to wish everybody a good evening. Who else we got in the house? Sheila Wixon's back with us. Fantastic. And Lynn Stalker. Hey, how's it going, Lynn? Glad you dropped in to be with us. Robert Jones. Robert is with us. Me and Robert spent some time at the range yesterday. Y'all gonna get to see some of that here in just a minute. Well, that's what we're gonna be talking about tonight. Buzz Runner, he dropped in there. There you go. You made it. All right. Yeah, I was in the house. Appreciate it. And who else we got here? Linda Farrow. Hill Bill. The man. That's the man right there, y'all. Uh, Eddie's with us. Appreciate it, Eddie. Mississippi's back with us. But looks like we got a pretty good bunch in here tonight. I got to ask y'all a question, though. Have you ever seen a bigger mess than what we got going on right now with this country? Oh, my goodness. All the political crap that they are actually prosecuting and all the political crap they're overlooking. Uh, but hey, it's all falling apart. We're a banana republic. The proof is right in front of you every day. But, the problems in Washington is not our worst problem right now. Our worst problem is off the coast of Alaska. You got Chinese and Russian warships up there running drills. The U.S. said they responded, but they didn't say how. They probably just, called them and said, hey, what's up, guys? That damn Tony Blinken, he's a joke. Yeah, Lori's with us. I forgot. Lori's in the house tonight. Hey, Katie. Yeah, we got Lori with us. Everybody's glad to see Lori. Lori's a superstar right there. Yes, she is. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad. I'm planning on watching you tomorrow night. So hopefully everything will work out all right. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah. But what I'm gonna. This is basically gonna be a rant, folks, because I'm telling you, I'm watching all this stuff fall apart, and I don't like it. Somebody got to do something. Uh, don't know if you folks know about it or not, but uh, Tyson Foods closed 4 processing plants. All of their workers, came into work today, and they pretty much told them, well, this is going to be it this week. We're done. So, when they can't sell chicken, something ain't right. Hey, Fluffy, good to see you. Uh, Chicken is just a staple. That's just one of the foods that we basically eat here in the United States, and But I'm thinking maybe the reason they don't have any food to distribute might have something to do with that 30 or 40 million chickens they killed last year. When they were saying there was a bird flu out there, which actually nobody ever proved. So that might have something to do with it. They don't have the food to process, but that's not good. That's about 3,000 people, maybe more. That's going to be out of work. But that, on top of, you hear every day that a lot of these chain stores are closing stores all over the country. And on top of that, we all know that Yellow Freight shut down on Friday. I think it was last week ago Friday. But one of the biggest transportation carriers in the country, they shut down. So things ain't going great, folks. I don't give a damn what they tell you about the economy. It's not going good. Uh, I did a little research here to check and see what was going on as far as cost of living for the average person. Do you know that the average APR on a home loan now is 7%, right at about 7%, maybe a little less or a little more, but it's right there in that ballpark. And on a 30-year loan, the average monthly mortgage payment is $2,823. You got to make some big money to be able to pay that every month. They're killing us money wise. On a 15-year mortgage, it's $3,725 is the average. That's crazy. People can't pay those kind of prices.
Plus, they make the rents almost as high.
And rent, yeah, rent's through the roof. If people are paying that on mortgage prices, that people that are owning houses say, hey, I can get that money too if somebody wants to rent my place. So those rent prices are going up. And when I checked all that out a while ago, I thought, okay, let me check and see what a new car costs now. On average, the monthly car payment on a new car is $725 a month. That's crazy. People can't pay that. And I don't know if you know this, but the United Auto Workers are threatening to strike again. Seems like they do that about every year. But they want a 40% raise. The average auto worker is already making $38 an hour. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to me. I don't know if it is to you. That might be nothing. But, you can't pay. Imagine 40% on top of that. You're pushing that worker up to about $50 an hour. And you can't expect people making $20 or $25 an hour to be able to afford to pay for those cars. That's ridiculous. Eventually it's just dollars and cents. I don't care, what anybody says. That's what it's going to come down to, is just dollars and cents. And eventually we're going to break. So let's see where that debt clock is. Let me check that right now. Oh, what we got here? We're at 32,686,000,000,000. And change. So, there's no way that people are going to be able to keep up the way things are going. And right now, you owe the federal government $97,514. And those new 85,500 IRS agents are going to come get it, folks. So get ready for it. Devin's with us from Europe. All right. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for staying up late and being here with us. I truly do appreciate it. All right. But I mean, that's just a sample of, where this Bidenomics they like to brag about. That's where it's putting us. Gas prices are going through the roof again. That's only going to get worse. And a lot of legal experts are saying that, and it don't take a legal expert to know it, but increased gas prices is going to mean increased prices in the grocery store or, on any other commodity we use. If it costs more to ship it, going to cost more to buy it. It's that simple. We all need to get ready, folks. It's starting to crumble faster than it ever has before. Fourth and goals in the house. All right. You are one of the 3 people that entered for the book. So you got some pretty good odds there. You got a 33% chance of winning. Unless the other 2 don't show up right here tonight, then you got a 100% chance. So we'll talk here a few minutes. We're going to give them a chance to drop in. The other 2 were Michelle J. and XNYC Prepper. Only got 3 entries. Thank you guys for entering, but more important, thank you folks that didn't enter because you weren't interested. That would have just, created smaller odds for the people that are actually interested in it. So I appreciate those that really didn't enter too, because you're not interested in doing that. That's fine, but you really need to think about setting you up a comms system with your people close to you that you trust, something other than that cell phone, just in case. You never know. I got to get with a couple of people here and make sure that they're getting their comms together. So it's got to be done, guys. It's only getting worse. things are never going to get better. It's that simple. Uh, Speaking of that, Devon, Steve, I got a question for you. Will you help me out with news from Europe? Uh, David Anderson used to contact me occasionally, but uh, he's kind of dropped off the map. So if anything really drastic goes on over there, shoot me an email. Let me pop that in there so you know where to send it. Right there. TheOrlandoPrepper@gmail.com. If you would do that for me, I greatly appreciate it. If anything drastic's going on over there, let us know. Give us a heads up because it comes from there over to here. You know, the examples of that are staggering, just tremendously high. So we know that's the truth. But let's get on what we're gonna do here tonight. Of course, we got the drawing coming up. Like I said, I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I do that and give Michelle J and XNYC Prepper a chance to drop in here.
Do that at the end.
Yeah, we'll do that last. So if you know how to contact them right now and say, hey, we're waiting on you. I'm sure that Fourth and Go will really be upset if you do, but we only want it to be fair. SH839C, thank you for coming in here. Truly do appreciate it.
Bad storms where she is.
Bad storms. Who was it that was saying it was 109 degrees? Glenn, wherever Glenn is, he said it's 109 degrees there, actual temperature, not feels like temperature. Where here today, it only got up to, I think the actual high was 96.
Yeah, I think so.
And the feels like temperature was 107. So I set my big ass in my recliner all day and watch Westerns. That's what I did today. Real productive, right? But let's get on what was going on here tonight.
Glenn's in Texas.
Glenn's in Texas. Yeah, he's in Texas. All right. I got this I opened a Twitter account last week. The Orlando Prepper. So if you want to go, if you got a Twitter, go over there and follow me. I appreciate it. But this popped up on my account the other day. Said Tracy Lawrence was following me. I don't know if y'all know who he is. Big country star, superstar. And I thought that was pretty cool. So I go check and make sure it's really him. So I go to the, this person that's following me. And yep, it's really him. So he's following one of your favorite preppers now. So hopefully he's getting ready to go and getting things done. But there's some more good news. Sure you heard about this one, but it's so wonderful I have to report it. The women's soccer team got eliminated at the earliest. They got the earliest exit ever, and since they've been playing, and that's just great news because that bunch of fucking bimbos. Oh, excuse me, I said the F word. Sorry, folks. That bunch of traitors. They want to stand there and make fun of our country while the national anthem's playing. To hell with them. I hope they never win another game until they change all that bunch. Thank goodness. Somebody put a whooping on them early to get them out of there, so we don't have to listen to that crap anymore. I've been sick of hearing about them for about 8 years, ever since Anderson Cooper there started playing for him. Now he can go back to his day job telling the news. Get off that soccer field. But sorry guys. I mean, that's just the way I feel about them people. They're a disgrace. They're a disgrace to our country. They're supposed to be representing the United States of America. No, to hell with them. I think there's maybe one or two there that actually do it the way they're supposed to do it. They're not all that way, but there's very, very few. I know of at least two. But the rest of them they're an embarrassment to our nation, and I'm glad they got beat. It's that simple. But hey, Brother Phil's in the house. He just popped in. All right. All right. I started at 7 o'clock my time, brother. 6 o'clock your time. I guess I need to put that on the notice that it's 6 o'clock Central Time. So yeah, I'll do that next week if I'm in here. Let's see where Silver's at right now, folks. I know Brother Phil's watching Silver. Looking for a good time to buy. We're at $23.31 an ounce, getting close to that $23 mark. So if you're looking at buying silver, you might want to go ahead and do it. It might drop a little more, but that's a pretty good price for silver, an ounce. That's pretty good. So if you're looking to do that, you might want to go ahead and do it. Looks like, all right, Kim Grayson dropped in.
We're driving back home.
All right, you're on the road. All right, glad you're watching me. Hopefully I'll make your ride a little more entertaining. We'll see here. But another thing I wanted to really talk about tonight was this right here. NASCAR is becoming a joke. It's becoming a disgrace. Just like the women's soccer team. I used to be proud of the fact that I once held a NASCAR license and I drove NASCAR races. But now, nah, really don't care much for it. But one of the drivers, all he did was click a like on a post. And they shut him down. He can't work anymore. He can't drive anymore. And this is what the fascist leftists want to do to anybody that disagrees with them. They don't want to just silence you. They want to destroy you. And this is a perfect example of it. That's the kind of thing that's going to ruin this country. Now the man can't make a living. He worked his whole life to build a career, and then they jerk it out from under him because he did one little click. If you're not afraid of them, click like right down there, right now. Click it. If you are afraid of them, don't. It's that simple. Because they try to silence everybody, not just silence, but destroy everybody that don't agree with them. And all of corporate America is getting that way. Very, very few corporations are pretty much telling leftists to go to hell. If it was me, I don't care how big my corporation was. I'd tell them, hey, I run this place. I'm going to do what I want to do. My workers are going to do what they want to do. I don't care about their politics as long as they produce. As long as they produce that product or offer that service. It's ridiculous the way they are just trying to destroy people. But thank goodness we fired back with Bud Light. Bud Light's pretty much surrendered. They've already give up and told their shareholders we're never going to recover. The money's getting thin. People are bailing on them. They've already lost $400 million in sales. And I don't know how much in market share. But they give up. And like I said, they told their shareholders, we're never going to recover from this. Good. That's a damn good thing. You try to force that shit on Americans, you messed with the wrong people. Beer drinkers ain't the kind of people that's going to play that game. I don't know where the hell they got that idea. Here I go ranting. That's what I'm here for. What the hell? I'm here to rant. Beer drinkers ain't going to play that game. And they learned that the hard way. And now Disney's starting to learn it. Disney's lost $900 million in the last year. And I hope they lose another $900 million. I hope they go out of business as long as they're pushing that liberal shit on our children. It's got to be stopped somewhere. How about you just get back in the entertainment business and you make good movies and you leave it at that. And you run, entertaining destinations, parks for people to go to and enjoy without having to see a man dressed like a fairy and greeting your children and telling them he's a princess. How about you do that? Maybe you'll make some of that money back. But until you do, I hope you go broke. I truly do. I'm sick of all this crap. Oh my goodness, I'm so pissed tonight. I did the same thing last Monday night. I got off on a rant last
Kevin
Monday
says
night.
over there they measure the temperature every day, not the air temperature, but the ground temperature, which is hotter.
Yep,
That's why it makes it look like it's hotter.
Yep, they're doing the same thing here. They put all of your weather stations in airports. And what is an airport? It's all concrete and asphalt. There's no land around there. Actual dirt or grass or, forest or whatever. And that's where they're taking the temperatures to make it look hotter. That's some more of that liberal global warming bullshit. It's starting to piss me off. XNYC Preppers in the house. All right. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully Michelle J will drop in. Nick L, I was looking for you at the gun range yesterday, buddy. I'm going to be going again in a couple of weeks. Not this coming Sunday, but the one after that. We're going to get together over there again. So hopefully you'll be able to drop in and join us. That'll be fun. You're right, Buzz Runner. They are heat islands, but because there's nothing, like I said, but concrete and asphalt around them things. But the rain gauge, I think they keep the rain gauge indoors because it never rains as much there as it does here. We have a rain gauge outside, and we always get like twice as much rain as the airport, which is just right down the road. But I'm off on the tear. I need to get off of that. Let's get on to what I really wanted to talk about tonight, and that's your gun rights. Okay. That right there pretty much is a good demonstration of what's going on as far as American gun owners. You got the entire world, the World Economic Forum, the UN, and all these other major organizations, especially within the country, with the communist gun control nuts that want to take your guns away. If they do, freedom is over, guys. It's over. For all of us, not just the people that like gun control who are idiots, but once we can't defend ourselves, they'll look at what they do to us now, and they know we're armed. What do you think they're going to do when we're unarmed? Oh my goodness, they're going to run over humanity here in the United States and all over the world. The World Economic Forum and the UN are both trying to force gun control measures on the United States. And right now, the people running this country are all on board with it. They try every day. They take a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit there. And before you know it, it's going to be all gone. They can't do it all at once because if they do, they know it'll be a problem. Here goes the monetization on this video because YouTube don't like it when you talk about guns. And that's what we're going to talk about here is guns and how that's what keeps this country free to the point we are. We're not free like we used to be. They're slowly chipping away at our rights. We're living in a third world republic. And the only thing that's keeping them from totally taking over our lives is the guns that we have. If you don't have one, get one. You better get it while you can. And when you buy it, don't use a credit card, use cash. Because a lot of credit card companies and a lot of banks will not let you buy a gun using, your debit card or your credit card. You have to have cash. That way they're out of the loop. They can't stop the purchase and you can, walk out there and get your gun.
Wouldn't your bigger concern be they're tracing it? They can trace it?
Of course they can trace
That's
it.
what I'm saying. That'd be even a bigger concern.
Yeah, and they're turning over, a lot of banks are turning over those gun purchase registrations to the FBI every day. They're turning that information over to the FBI or the ATF or whichever communist organization wants them right now. They just hand it to them. So take them out of the loop. If you got $400 or $500 set aside to go buy a gun, go to the bank and get the cash out. And if they have the gall, like a lot of banks do now, to ask you why you're taking that money out, the answer's simple: because it's mine. I can't tell you the number of people I've seen over the last 6 or 8 months that said they would go draw cash out of the bank, and the bank would want to know why they were taking it. Duh. It's my money. I want it. It's none of their damn business what you're going to do with it. And that's where you have to stand on that. So if you do go out and buy a gun, make sure you pay cash for it. And guess what? It's a lot of fun. Owning a gun's a lot of fun. Get out there and shoot like I did this weekend. But one bad thing that's happening right now, ammo prices are going up again. I went out last week to do a little ammo shopping, and I noticed that across the board, prices had gone up about 25% in the last month and a half. So I came, yeah, a lot. I came back home, did a little online research, went and checked the sites where I buy ammo online, and all of those are up about 25% as well. So
because of the shortage for the military.
Yep, it's an across the board increase. The problem is the supply is getting low. The U.S. military, the U.S. administration is sending a lot of military caliber ammunition overseas. 9mm, 5.56, 7.62. They're sending it overseas, and it's making it scarce. And all the ammo companies right now are having to turn out ammunition for the U.S. government. Not just those people that manufacture those calibers, all of them. They're manufacturing those calibers for the U.S. government, and that cuts back on the 38s and the 380s and the 22s and everything else. They're having to crank out all that ammo for the federal government to send to, where, Ukraine, so, and wherever else they're fighting. We have no idea where they're actually fighting. I know right now Poland and Lithuania and one other country is moving all of their troops to their border with Russia because they're expecting, war to break out in Europe real soon. And we know the U.S. is backing them up. So that's where a lot of our ammo is going as well. But like I've told you before, if you want to learn to shoot, I'll help you. If you're local, I'll help you out. One thing I ask you to do is pay my range fee, because I'm not going to pay to help you. But if you pay, that $15 or whatever it is, I'm not shooting anyway. I mean, I worked with one of my subscribers yesterday. I probably shot 4 shots all day, and 2 of them was just to make sure the sights were right on his gun, and the other 2 were to just show him how to shoot nice and smooth and easy. So all of it was training based. The 4 shots I fired were training based. But gun control. We were talking about gun control. Guess when gun control started, guys? Of course, the British tried to do it, and that's why we kicked their ass and run them out of here. And Americans pretty much went along with, okay, every homeowner has to own a gun. That was the law. Even if it was a woman, she had to own a gun. And every man had to own a gun and ammunition and be ready to fight for this country. That was the law after the revolution. You had to. Well, a little thing happened in 1861. It kind of changed everything. That's called the Civil War. After the Civil War, states started instituting gun control on former slaves and minorities. First state was Georgia. And that's where gun control comes from. The Democrats that ran those states made it illegal for minorities, former slaves, to own firearms. That's where gun control started. And it worked out so good in Georgia, guess what? It just kind of spread like a plague across the country. Had nothing to do with fighting crime. Had nothing to do with, making sure people were safe. It had everything to do with controlling minorities, former slaves, especially black people. That's where gun control come from. So anytime you hear a Democrat or a liberal talking about how good gun control is, remind them what it's actually for, why it actually started. Just remind them. That's what this is all about. Controlling people. Just make sure you let them know that. But like I said, me and Rob got together yesterday. Me and Rob Jones got together yesterday. I worked with him on the range for a little over an hour, actually. We were in there about an hour and 15 minutes. He'd never fired a gun before, a handgun before. And you could tell. But like most people, he respected that power, and that's a good thing. But by the time we left out of there, I had him shooting right in the honey hole. It just took a little while. We got to work a little more, get him zeroed in a little better, but we're going to get him there. And that's what you need to do. Believe me, you got to have a way to protect yourself, folks. You think these people that get carjacked, every one of them, is going to a dangerous neighborhood. So, they tuck a gun. No, they go into the grocery store. They go into, see family. They're going to work. They're going to places where they think they don't need a gun. And people in New York walking down the street getting cold cocked. They're not armed because they can't be. The state, just coddlocks them on protecting themselves. And we wind up seeing videos of it where they got their brains knocked out because they live in a communist state that won't let them defend themselves. But there's a few videos out there, few stories out there. Somebody picked on the wrong person. They were an armed individual. They had a concealed carry license. And guess what? Didn't turn out good for the perpetrator. So when you're going to the grocery store, when you're going to visit relatives, wherever you're going in your life, you never know what might happen. You need to get that gun. You need to carry it with you. Here in Florida, you can do that legally now. Make sure what your state laws are before you do it. You don't want to be outside the law. Like somebody in New York, I guarantee you, if somebody cold cocks a guy in New York and he pulls a gun and starts popping, that guy's going to jail because he defended himself. So make sure your state laws allow you to defend yourself. That's what that's all about. All right. What we got going here? We got NYC Prepper. Michelle J., are you in the house?
I haven't seen her.
All right. We had 3 entries. Here they are right here. You know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to put them in the hat, but you got to be here to win. So, Michelle J., if you're in here, let me know right now. If not, there's only 2 names going in here. XNYC Prepper, I know you're here. I see you right there. 4th and Goal, are you still here? Let me know. Let me know if you're still here. All right. XNYC Prepper, there you are right there. All right.
She's still here. She may have stepped away.
I'm going to fold you up. 4th and Goal, the guy. I'll fold you.
Yeah, she's still here.
Put you right there. 4th and Goal is here. All right. I got 2. Right there. 4th and Goal. There you are. I'm going to fold you up and put you in there. I'm going to shuffle the hat around. I'm going to pull one out, and that's who's going to win the book. This book, all right, by NC Scout, The Gorilla's Guide to Baofeng Radio. Help you set up an emergency radio system. You guys know that. Michelle J., last call. Come on. All right. There she goes. Sorry, Michelle. All right. Let's pull a name out of here. 2 entries in there. Y'all see that? I don't know who's where. Let me make sure they shuffle around there good. There we go. We're going to pull a winner out of here. And the winner is 4th and Goal. All right, 4th and Goal. I know you're there. The other one's right here. XNYC Prepper. Sorry, buddy. But you had as good a shot as 4th and Goal did. All I can do is do it that way. All right, 4th and Goal. You know what you got to do. Shoot me an email with your mailing address on it. And I will get this book in the mail to you as soon as possible. Probably before the week's over. I ain't got much going on. Too damn hot to do anything outside. So I'm sure I'll get that in the mail tomorrow or the next day. I got to get out there and cut my grass eventually, but shoot, I think I'm going to have a bush hog to do that. Look at this grass is growing down here. But we had 2 entrants. Tell you what I'm going to do. X, are you still there? Let me know if you're still there, X. Just say yes, I'm here.
He's here. He just posted correct. Congratulations.
Let me see what we got here. All right. Just say, yes, I'm here. I got something for you.
There he is.
All right. I got something for you. I want you to send me your mailing address, your name and your mailing address. I have a couple of, things left over here from previous drawings that people didn't claim. So I'll send you one of those. I got a pretty good emergency sleeping bag. I'll send you that.
Happy Meal.
Yeah, yeah. I got a good emergency sleeping bag. I'll send you. It's just a little vinyl bag with Mylar lining to keep you warm. It's waterproof, but I'll send it to you. So send me that email address and your real name. I mean, not your email address, your mailing address. Excuse me. And to make it fair for 4th and goal, I tell you what I'm going to do, buddy. I'm going to drop something extra in your envelope too. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's going to be a surprise.
More Happy Meal.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hook you guys up. I wish Michelle J was here. I really like it when she's here. She's really adds to the conversation. She's a sweet lady, and I really would like to see her have a shot at this. But I'm gonna send you two guys something. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. If you do, help me out. Give me a thumbs up down there. Share my channel with your friends. I'd appreciate it. Don't think I'm making a fortune here, guy. I don't make nothing. Believe me. Anything I send you guys, I paid for out of my pocket. So I just appreciate you being here and helping me with this. All right. I've run over that 30 minutes I like to take out of your life, and I appreciate you being here with me. Thank everybody for being here. As soon as we hit another benchmark, I think 3,000 is the next benchmark. I'm going to give away some more prizes if we hit that. So if you'll help me out with that, I'd greatly appreciate it. It'll benefit all of us. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to say stay strong. Keep your eyes open, guys. Watch what's going on around you. Don't watch all the political crap. All right. And when silver, if it gets down to $23 an ounce, buy all of it you can buy, because you're going to be using it for monetary purposes, not investment purposes. And it's only going to benefit you in the long run. I promise you. With that, I'm going to say stay strong, keep prepping, and pray for the United States of America. The Orlando Prepper is out.